Okay, so let's do a quick lesson on understanding how to play a major chord and a minor chord. Now, a major chord, we're gonna play the chord in a key of C. Now, this note right here is a C, and it's really just like the alphabet. It goes C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C again, D. So there's a C that's to the left of every pair of black keys. You'll notice there's pairs and there's three black keys. So it's 2 and 3. So really from here to here, these are the 12 notes that are just repeated an octave higher or an octave lower. So, and then you're back to a C again. So, okay. So in the key of C, without getting into too much musical theory, the major scale for the key of C, and the reason we do it, we kind of teach it in C, is all the notes on the major scale are these white keys. So, okay, they're the notes of the C major scale. Not that you need to remember it, but we're going to kind of number these, okay? The note you start with, I call it the 1, or you can call it the root note, okay? So in the key of C, that's the root note. That's the 2, that's the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 again is a C. And you can actually continue up 9, 10, 11. You don't need to know those numbers, but I will refer to them as we construct a chord. So to construct a major chord, we are going to take the 1 or the root, the 3rd, okay, again 1, 2, 3, and the 5th. Okay, now the thing to pick up when you look at this is, I'm going to call this a buffer between these two notes that I have pushed down. This is a buffer of 3 notes, and this is a buffer of 2 notes. Okay, and that's gonna kind of be your formula no matter where you play a major chord. Okay, so you're gonna play the 1, the 3, and the 5. Okay, and I mean the first note of the major scale, the 3rd note of the major scale, and the 5th note of the major scale, which we just showed you were all these white keys in the key of C. Okay, but after that root note, there's going to be a buffer of 3 notes that you're not playing, and you play that note. Then there's a buffer of 2, and then you play that note. So that's a major chord. Okay, to play a minor chord, all you need to do is to take that 3rd, okay, this note here, and lower it. And this is where I bring in the terms of flat and sharp. When you lower something, we flat it, okay, or it's flat. When you increase or go up in pitch, it's making it sharp. Okay, so flat, we're lowering it. Okay, and to sharp, we go, right, you go higher. So flat is lower, sharp is higher. But that's a major. To make it a minor, all we need to do is to take that 3rd note of the scale and lower it. Okay, and minor chords have kind of a melancholy sound to it. So we're going from a major to a minor. Okay, now let's remember, the major chord, you have the root, you have a buffer of 3, the 3rd, and a buffer of 2. So you have a buffer of 3, buffer of 2. Okay, it's going to be the same for no matter what major chord you play. Let's play a D major. Okay, there's a D. We need a buffer of 3, 1, 2, 3 notes. Okay, that's the 3rd, and then a buffer of 2 notes, and that's the 5th. So that is a D. But I'm not going to show you all the different chords right now, but that's the formula for a major chord. Okay, and for the minor chord, again, we're just lowering that 3rd, and and what's happening? We now have a buffer of two notes between the root note and the flatted third, and then we have a buffer of 1, 2, 3 notes before we get to the fifth. Okay? And that's the same formula if we play a D minor. Okay, there's the root, there's a buffer of 2, we play the flatted third, and there's a buffer of 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that's a D minor. Okay, and you can play that no matter where you start. You can do a G. Okay, a G major is this because there's a buffer of 3 and a buffer of 2. A G minor, okay, that melancholy sound is a buffer of 2, then there's a buffer of 3 notes. Okay, same formula no matter where you play. So that's kind of you're beginning to kind of understand. And as you play, you're going to get used to knowing that that's a C note because it's right to the left of that pair. And if you know where the C is, then you know, if you know your alphabet, you know that's a D, that's an E, that's an F. And you'll get used to seeing this note next to this group of 3, and that's always an F. It's an F here, it's an F there, it's an F there, it's an F there, it's an F there. Okay, so as you play more, you'll kind of quickly get to understanding where the notes are. Now the other thing you can do is if you play a C chord, okay, a C major chord, and we'll call it a major chord or we'll just call it a C chord. You don't have to say major. To add a little bass to that sound, just like in a band you have a guitar player and a drummer, you have a bass player who's kind of playing that low note. All right, so here I'm playing the C chord. Let's play a low C note. In fact, let's do this. Let's put our thumb on a C and put our pinky on the other C here. And this may be tough at first, but you'll slowly kind of just know that that's the width of, or the distance. So you're really playing the real low one and another low one, but it's an octave higher. But that really adds a lot of bottom end to that chord. So when I play a C, okay, when I play it by itself, okay, it's missing something. It's missing that bass. And I don't have a bass player, so I can do it all by myself. I can play. Okay. And that just adds some color and some fullness to the chord. Okay.